closing notes. So here's the fast car, but I've highlighted something, which is this. The brakes, super important. Organizations want to move fast. We all want to move fast. I want to move fast with AI. But making sure that you have the brakes allow you to have a fast car, because that allows you to prevent accidents. And it allows you to go into dead-end alleys. And these brakes, we talked about many forms of them, can be guardrails, automated guardrails, but they also can be other ways to transform policy into something that works, which is awareness. And sometimes you also need to explain some rules. And I've learned that what worked in our organization is to show that you're serious about these ethical rules, that they're not just some ideas, but they're actually tie into the integrity of the employee. What we've done is that we have a code of conduct where we say we will always behave out of integrity. We connected that to following up the ethical principles that we explained around the use of AI, to make it clear that we're really serious. So you can set some rules there and can also hold people accountable, but just keep it limited, because you can't make people accountable for following 25 rules. Simply doesn't work. And automate as many as possible. Wesley, next slide. I want to take you through AI gears. First of all, install good brakes. We talked about it. Second, build AI governance from used parts. You both talked about it, right? You have your risk repository, you have your awareness training. In fact, a couple of the AI awareness things we built into the security awareness training. It's already an infrastructure that you have. So don't try to build a complete new framework for AI. You already have so many things in place. Repositories of tools that are used for security reasons, white lists, black lists. You can also use that for AI tools. The next gear is prioritize AI security, not because this is my pet topic, my hobby horse, because I think it's really apparent if you look at it. We connect AI to everything. It has an enormous attack surface. I mean, it's quite vulnerable, and we don't know how to protect it. So it is the ideal thing to target for adversaries. So it's really important to prioritize that AI security and teach your AI engineers about what they can do, not just conventional security-wise, but also if it's a language model, linguistically, they can do a lot. If it's machine learning, working on tabular data, there's so much you can do with regards to federated learning, ensemble models. You need to make sure that they know all these tricks to make these systems secure. Next one. Get the engine going, because you have brakes, and of course you need the engine. And that's a nice thing about AI compared to security, because security is a business enabler, but AI is much more a business enabler. You can get people on board of the whole AI idea very easily. And that's where organizations often start, with the engine, enthusing and going ahead without brakes, and then people get hurt. So the enthusing role of governance is almost like sort of a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's two hats that you wear. On the one hand, you want people to be careful. On the other hand, you want to enthuse them and explain what AI can do, and take them along with great examples. So this is something to keep in mind. Also, when you're putting together a team to work on AI governance. Next gear, fifth gear, also been mentioned a lot. Trying. Clients ask me, so how can we improve our business with AI? And they want to sort of design it from the top down. And that's one way to think about it, right? There are all kinds of ways to think about, okay, so what is costing us the most time, blah, 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 etc. It's more of an analytical point of view. But once you give people, and we've noticed this at SIG, the tools to use AI, they start to find out, because they know the things that matter to them, and they start to try things. And you want them to be able to fail fast. The example that I gave of the colleague who built this resume selection AI, I didn't use his example as as a fall guy. I didn't use it as look at this colleague, he made a mistake. No, I use it as an example of somebody who tried something and we found out that it didn't work, but it was a great try because by changing these things, we made it work, and we actually made it work. So you don't want to blame people. There are, of course, exceptions, but you don't want to blame people for trying things. You need to create that situation. You create sandboxes, and of course, you want people to share their experiences with each other and create an infrastructure for that. Next gear. Embrace AI ignorance. We can't be AI experts overnight. It can't be expected of us. So don't be too proud to say that you don't know the answer to something. If you're a security professional or whatever, an architect, you can also say, I don't know, let's find out. And there needs to be a culture, an atmosphere that not knowing everything about AI is okay. And of course, ask people to work on that and help them with it. Next gear, apply Murphy's Law. This is about applying zero trust on the outcome of your model, not just because most models nowadays are machine learning models, but any AI is just typically just doing their best, they're guessing. So you need to understand that they can be wrong, but you also need to understand that they cannot be manipulated, which in some cases is really easy. So you need to have guardrails in place and limit the impact of an attack. So if you can minimize sensitive data in training sets, do it, because at some point that data is going to leak through the model. If you can, if you're building a self-driving car with voice control, and you think the driver said open the trunk, have a rule that says don't open the trunk if the car is already driving. 8th gear, manage software excellence. We're a software improvement group. We help our clients with creating better software. If you're developing AI software, chances are that the software quality isn't that good, and you need to help those AI engineers to get their best practices in order. And the last one, gear number 9, also when you're using AI in software development as a tool to create code, make sure that you look at the quality of that. And also in the team dynamics, make sure that code review is not winged, because a lot of code is being created by AI and it actually represents technical debt that you need to control. And your team, the expectations towards the team is that they have become faster. But they also need to review which costs time, which ties into Suzanne's second takeaway, right? Take responsibility. If you use AI to create code, you better make sure that it's great. And yes, that costs time, and it's a hard thing to enforce, but it is necessary. With that, I'd like to thank you very much, and let's go take a break.